So I just want to make a quick video going over some massive potential MF stuff in the new patch, specifically on the new tier 17 maps. So tier 17 maps were massively buffed like 2 or 3 days ago now, which now actually makes them viable to run for MF, as the monsters have a lot of quant and rarity and there's a lot of pack size in tier 17s, and the monsters have a lot of quant and rarity. I can't stress that enough. You'll be dropping like feels like 3 to 4 times more loot in these maps with a full MF character compared to a tier 16 map. Now there's a lot of downsides, but there's also a lot of upsides. So yeah, I just want to quickly go over some things. It's not like a full strat guide, although I do have one. It's mostly just getting the idea out there and like trying to find the best strat. So yeah, tier 17 maps, you can now roll in chaos orbs, which is a massive buff, and they also increase the quantity rarity of monsters. The big thing about tier 17s though is this one mod right here. Rare and unique monsters spawn Antimortis Spirit on reaching low life. So this is essentially auto ghosting for every single rare and unique monster in your map, which is insane because ghosts provide a ton of quant and rarity bonus. And also on Atlas tree, you can then also take the ghosted nodes, right? More quant here. So yeah, your rares just have an insane amount of quant, and you can then multiply it with a Nemesis Scarab, which gives them 2 additional modifiers, which is more quant and rarity as well. So yeah, very strong combo here. I'm going to show the basics of the Atlas tree right now. So this was the tier 17 MF I was running yesterday on stream. We drop a lot of uniques and a lot of scarabs, and even like a lot of raw currency. I was shopping tier 2s and tier 1s a lot. I didn't see a tier 0, but considering I was seeing so many tier 2s and tier 1s, yeah, you have a very hard chance to see a tier 0 as well. I saw like 2 Aegises, 2 4th Vows, a ton of jewels, etc. But yeah, the basics is just, you know, standard MF tree. You're doing Harvey because Harvey spawns some of the most amount of rares, and all those rares will get ghosted by the map mod. And yeah, beyond lead mechanic, taking an all flame nodes for more ghosts, and also all flames. All flames sell for a lot, so I think having these increased chance to drop all flames is pretty valuable, as you know, anarchy all flames, for example, sell for like over 1 divine each. And then just taking all the scarab nodes and map effect modifiers. Potentially we could take out some map effect modifiers because these maps are very rippy and have some insane mods. So yeah. Anyway, that's the basics of the strat. There's a lot of potential here for an MF character. It's also like, you know, do we kill the boss MF character? Do we make a second character for the boss? Do we go lower in quant? There's a lot of things to test out to really iron out. I was just doing this yesterday. I was skipping the boss with an 80% quant character and just clearing the whole map. Get a ton of uniques, a ton of drops. But yeah. And there's also one more strat I just want to share real quick. It's the Route 2 strat. This is also the same thing, tier 17, except he's doing rogue exiles and anarchy, and he's dropping like a tier 0 every hour. Now the downside of this strat, of course, is uniques are vastly devaluing very quick, because a lot of people are doing this new Route 2 strat. And all flames are mandatory for the strat. So for his strat, you have to use 2 anarchy all flames, which are over 1 divine each right now. So, you know, I think the strat is very strong, but if uniques are worthless in like 3 days, then you're paying like 2 divines for a ton of uniques that don't really are worth anything. But it is very strong. So I just want to mention here, as this is also another tier 17 strat that you can do as MF, or you can do without MF. I mean, MF is just strictly better because you drop so many scarabs, and scarabs are worth a lot. So yeah, if you're unaware, player quant does increase your scarab drops. So if you can use quant in any scarab form, which both these strats are essentially also scarab forms, then you should use player quant. But anyway, but this strat is just 1 rare carry, 2 harbingers for the rares, and Nemesis Scarab. Yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. I'm not really gonna have any like gameplay showcase or anything. In a future video, when I fully iron out the strat, you know, I'll get a new video and talk about it then. If it is very good, I think there's a lot of potential here. Of course, it may just not be as good as a tier 16 farm, but I thought it was worth enough to like make a video about and also try it out, as you do just drop a lot of items. And the one downside, of course, is there's no good divination cards in tier 17. There's some decent ones, but there's nothing insane. Like there's no apothecary, there's no 7 years bad luck, etc. But anyway, yeah, that's the video.